Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Sustainably Healthy Mimsy, or at least I'm trying to be, and today I have a very interesting video to share with you all. So I'll go ahead and put out a disclaimer that I'm actually looking at this website today because I have a discount code that was given to me by this company. They did not ask me to do a review. They did not ask me to check out the website and post anything about it, but I asked them if I would be able to do that. So I'm kind of super excited to kind of play around in what we see. So this is the beginning, or I guess the first part in a series of videos that I'm doing on sustainable replacements that you can make in your life. So the first one, I am both a teacher and a student. I'm in grad school, and I take notes every day. I write notes all the time. I just finished a gifted certification, and I'm getting another master's degree now, and I like to have different notebooks for different classes. However, it uses a lot of paper, and before everybody says, well, you can just do it online, you can just do it online, and I use Google Docs for pretty much everything in my life. But I do like to handwrite my notes. It kind of helps me organize my thoughts better. So when I decided to go back to grad school, or when I decided to go to the gifted certification program, I wanted to find a notebook that I could have with me that would also put less of a stain on the environment. And I had gotten one of these decomposition notebooks years ago, and I had liked the design. I'd gotten it because it was a Latin theme, and I'm a Latin teacher, and I decided to revisit it, and everything I love about it is there. So I ended up buying a whole bunch of these for my current grad school, and I posted about it on Instagram, and they sent me a discount code. So I'm going to kind of browse through the website and see if I've got another class coming up in July, so I might just go the easy route and pick a new notebook. But they've got a whole bunch of stuff here that I didn't know that this company made. I thought they were just notebooks, but it turns out that they make a whole bunch of stuff. And oh cool, ooh, they have dot grid notebooks, which changes everything because I love dot grid notebooks. Oh, what is this one? Okay. I have some lined notebooks that I really like, and I enjoy using them, but I do prefer a dot grid. It makes everything in my life easier. So I don't know, I kind of like this one. Maybe, I don't know, I'll have to think about it. Let me open it up in a new window so that I don't lose it. So decomposition notebooks are made from 100% post-consumer waste. The paper is it's all recycled paper, which I think is super cool. Oh, that's cool, except that I'm a left-handed person, so the rings don't work for me. So they're a really cool company that does that, and I really think that there's a way to do the things that you love, but also not to leave kind of as much of a stain on the environment. And one of the ways and here's the thing, recycling is actually not as environmentally friendly as we think, because because it takes so much energy to do. Part of the way that we can make it more sustainable is by buying these products as well and not buying new products. So even if you can't, even if there's using so much energy in this, by buying the recycled products, we are making that a little bit more useful and a little more sustainable. I'm not a scientist, and I don't think I'm saying any of this correctly, but that's okay. So this is one of the steps that I'm making, and I thought we'd take a look. So we looked at the notebooks, and here are the greeting cards. I didn't know that they made greeting cards. I tend to buy my greeting cards at the Dollar Tree because they're incredibly inexpensive, although I really like the thought of buying these recycled greeting cards. So that's something that I'll have to look into. But I also don't want to buy something just to buy something. That you really have to ask yourself whether or not it is something that you're going to need. I do need a notebook for another class. So I do have another class coming up, and I can already tell you that I'm halfway through at least my other notebooks that I got for this semester. So having some kind of notebook would be probably ideal. Oh, this is gorgeous. Again, the rings though, they don't work for me. I can't, I'm left-handed. I can't really do rings. So I don't really need a sketchbook though. So let's keep going. Totes. Oh, these are cute. Yeah, it's an octopus. I'm a huge fan of the octopus. So one of the other things that, since I'm a teacher and a student, I'm always trying to figure out what the best way to carry all my crap is, and I have a lot of crap. I have a chronic illness or a chronic condition in my feet. I am also allergic to lots of different things, and so I really have to be careful about the things that I eat and the things that I put into my body. And so I'm always carrying around ice. I always carry ice. I carry braces. I carry emergency Benadryl and allergy medications. I carry a whole bunch of stuff in addition to both my school stuff and my teaching stuff. So I'm always looking for something new to look at. So these are bundles. I don't know. I wish they had pictures. It makes me nervous just when things don't have pictures. But it looks like, it's a 5-pack of notebooks, I'm guessing. Yeah, notebooks. Okay. And the binding is a sewed binding. Oh, okay. So so these notebooks can run anywhere from, I think, like $8 to $15. Let's go back and look at the notebooks. You can get these on Amazon. Yeah, $8 or so. So the notebooks themselves are $8. 8 times 5 is 40. So if I were to get a bundle, I would actually be saving a nice, not a horrible amount of money if I were to get this bundle. But they have 51 assorted notebooks. I don't know why I would need 51 notebooks, but that is an interesting concept. Okay, they also sell gift wrap here, which is interesting. I don't use printed gift wrap. Last year I used all butcher paper because you can recycle it, and I used all butcher paper, and I used I don't know. I guess it was all butcher paper. Oh, and I handmade the cards. But these are all recycled, and and they come in really nifty designs. I don't really like holiday wrapping paper, just because it's useful one time a year, depending on the holiday, I guess. So this is really cool. But again, I don't need any of this right now, so I'm not going to purchase any of that. I'm guessing a notebook is what I'm leaning towards. Ooh, they have wallets. I actually just received a wallet. It was a gift from my mom, which is going to be part of one of my next videos about easy swaps you can make. But that's really cool that they sell, what are these, cork wrapped? Oh, an iPad sleeve. Okay, I have an iPad. I'm not super happy about it because I'm not a big fan of the Apple products, but I have one for school because of the way that the school system the system works. And I have been thinking about getting a wrap or some kind of case for it. Oh, this is all really interesting. Although I'm gonna be honest, I don't necessarily like the patterns on these. I really like the idea though that it's made of cork, which I think is kind of cool, but it needs to be something that I'm going to use, and I don't know that I would use something that looked like that. So, the whole point to all of this is that you want something, I really think that there is a way that we can do good things by the earth, by the world, and keep our aesthetics and keep the things that we appreciate, because life should be joyful. So one of the ways that I do that is, by doing this, by buying recycled notebooks that are made from recycled products that come with fun covers and fun wraps. I don't know. I really like the way these things look. That is a gorgeous one. Again, though, it is spiral bound. I wish they weren't spiral bound. Let me go to they're sewn bound. There they are. And then I can see if they have maybe that design. So I do think that there are ways to do that, and that's kind of what this series is going to focus on different ways that we can make better choices for the environment, but not also, destroy the environment in making those choices, make better choices for the environment, but also keep the things that we love and keep the things that we find beautiful, because life is beautiful, or at least it should be. So that's, I guess I'm leaning towards a notebook here. Okay, so you know what? We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to throw a thing in here about subscribing and all that good stuff, because my screen capture is about to end, and then we will come back to the video in a second. Okay, hi, I am back, everyone. So I found, and of course I've scrolled back up now, so I'll have to reload it, but I found my first ever notebook. This is the very first notebook that I ever had by the Decomposition Company. It is the Pegasus notebook. I loved it because I'm a Latin teacher, and I used this to take notes in while I was teaching or while I was at a conference, and I actually still have that notebook. I actually repurposed it to use it for stickers, so it now holds all of my stickers. So a couple things while my recorder was rebooting. I want to point out that if what you're looking for is a plain composition notebook, they have one right here. It is the recycled notebook, Cherry Blossom Decomposition Notebook. It is the simple black and white notebook that we've all come to expect when we hear words like composition notebook. It does, though, have let me zoom in, the little cherry blossoms. Instead of just like the black and white splotches, this actually has the cherry blossoms in it, which I think that's a really cool way to do that. The other one that I noticed, I don't know why it keeps going to the bottom of the page, is this one. This is the Sand Sketch Decomposition Notebook, and it's just plain brown. I actually really like this. I don't want to get it for a class, but I really like that notebook. I think it could be a useful notebook to have if maybe it came in a smaller size. Speaking of smaller sizes, the Decomposition website also sells notebooks of a variety of sizes. So these first two here are pocket-sized notebooks, which are, what size are they? 6.25 by 4 by a quarter. Oh, printed with soy ink. That's pretty cool. College ruled line. So this is a smaller notebook, and I actually have plenty of those right now, but the next time I need one, I might come back and visit. Oh, they also make a slate gray one, Slate Sketch Decomposition book. That's pretty cool. So, over my course of time here, I've had 4 different ones. The Pegasus one, which I had in the big size. This is the pocket size, but I have it in the big size. I also purchased, there's the big one. I also purchased this octopus one for one of my classes. I love the octopus. I love sea life. I love everything about it. Oh, he's got a pie. That's so cute. So I have that one, and I also have, where are they? That one's cool. I'll need to come back to that one. I also have, there's another one. I have this one, the Celestial Decomposition Notebook. This is the notebook I use for my gifted class. So it has all of my notes from that particular class session, those sessions, I guess, that class in it. And I will likely keep that notebook as is until I'm done using those notes, or I've transferred those notes to something like my Google Docs. And then I will likely turn that notebook into something else. I might use the scratch paper for something, or create another whatchamacallit, oh man, another sticker book. There we go. So all of my notebooks right now are sea themed, and I really like the sea theme, and I think I want to stay with the sea theme if I can find a notebook that I like. Because again, this isn't just about making swaps and potentially making life more dull. It's about making swaps that fit your life and fit your style. So definitely Under the Sea is something that I really enjoy. This manatee one is cute. It is cute. They're drinking tea. That's super cute. Oh, and it's college ruled. I love college ruled paper. That might be the one that I end up getting. And I was looking at the tote, if we recall from the video 30 seconds ago, I was looking at the tote, but I'm not ready to commit to how I'm going to carry my things for next year. I used the backpack this year, which I've used, I don't know, since I began teaching, so for at least 10 years. The problem is that it's a 10-year-old backpack and it's losing its ability to do what I need it to do. So I need to really evaluate what I'm going to actually be doing this year regarding that. So the other one that I was looking at is this sloth one. I love sloths. Sloths are adorable, and I love that this one features a sloth. It's also college ruled. It is printed with soy ink. It's a composition notebook, so it's nice for my left-handedness. 100 post-consumer waste recycled paper. I think I'm going to do this. Yep, I think this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. And let's just go through the process real quick, or some of the process, so that we can see what it is. Okay, so $8, pay with a credit card, and notes about your, oh, you can make notes. I don't know what I would put a note on, but definitely interesting. And then, how interesting, oh, there and there, click your coupon code there, and then click here to log in. So if you haven't seen the Decomposition Notebook before, definitely give it a try. I'm going to put a link both to like the Amazon search page and to the Decomposition website itself for you to take a look at. And I don't have a coupon code to share with you all, but I'm going to continue to buy these whether or not I have a discount code. It just so happens that the discount code works in my favor since I am going to be taking another class next month. So my pros, obviously this is an adorable notebook. My pros, of course, are that it's made from 100% consumer waste recycled paper. It's printed with soy ink, and you have a wide variety of options, whether you like dot grid or lined paper, if you want spiral bound or if you want sewn. They have different notebook sizes. All of those things are pluses. The negatives that I would have to give regarding the Decomposition Notebook is that sometimes I have a problem with paper, with tearing out of paper. I try not to, but if I tear out a piece of paper, sometimes on the sewn binding, of course this isn't a problem with spiral bound binding, but with a sewn binding, the other paper that's attached to it can become loose. So that's something to bear in mind. Of course, I like the Composition Notebook much better than a spiral bound notebook. The other thing, this is not so much a negative as it is an I wish. I love the designs they have for these spiral bound notebooks. I absolutely adore them, but I won't get, oh my god, that's so cute, but I won't buy a spiral bound notebook. So I'm hoping that they will eventually put a lot of these covers maybe available in both, or the ones that are available in spiral also available in sewn. I think that would be truly awesome. I don't know what products they have that they're working on in the future, but I think it would be really cool. I know they had some binders in the on sale section. If we went and clicked on it again, they did have some binders. I'd love to see more things like that, maybe folders, or there are some, they're Japanese binders that kind of have a whole bunch of rings. I would really like to be able to find binders like that, because I would like to, I think those would be a great option for spirals for left-handed people. I think it would be awesome if they did some other things as well. Maybe they have tote bags. It would be cool to see a pencil case. I think it would be awesome to see other kinds of bags, messenger bags, backpacks, all sorts of things. Ooh, this bear one is adorable, but again, it's a spiral. I love if this were sewn bound. So I really like this company. It's worth the price to me. I get my greeting cards from the dollar store because they're cheap, and I use a lot of them. These need to last me a while, and if I'm going to buy a notebook and do this, I want it to be something that I reach for and enjoy using. So I'm definitely going to spend the money to do this and to make this choice. So definitely give Decomposition a try. Let me know if you've used them before in the comments below, or if you like them. And if there's another product that you'd like me to check out on this channel, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching.